everybody, welcome back to Gamescom. We're coming to you live from the show floor. The Xbox booth is just behind us actually, but it was getting a bit hot and a bit tiring, so I thought I'd pop over here to the tavern to have a look at Gwent, the Witcher card game. It's the mini game that's becoming a game of its own, and luckily I've run into Miles, my friend from CD Projekt Red. How are you, Miles?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, I'm really excited for you to take me through this. Can I just ask first of all, did you guys expect Gwent to be the hit it was? I mean, it's a phenomenon.
I mean, we had a lot of fun with it while we were developing it, but I don't think we expected it to take off the way it did. I mean, we've had people demanding this standalone version of the Gwent from us, and basically we had people stopping playing the game to like saving the world in favor of playing Gwent.
That's almost the ultimate accolade for a mini game, isn't it? That it stops people playing the rest of the game. It's incredible. All right, so what does it mean for Gwent to be a standalone game now?
Basically, the biggest thing is that people now can play with their friends, right? It is online.
And enemies.
Multiple, exactly, our enemies.
Speaking of enemies, we've got a very interesting enemy to show you in a little while. Not yet, cameraman. I'll come back. Not yet. Don't reveal him yet. I want him to get the minimum camera time possible. Right, so friends and enemies. Yeah, you've got PvP now. That's great news.
Yes, and as such for that, of course, we had to rebalance the entire game to make that possible. In The Witcher 3, as a mini-game, you could basically run around and your deck would become stronger and stronger and stronger, much like Geralt did in the game, and then in the end you would just steamroll everyone. But it felt good, right? So we had to change that for the fair PvP, though.
Great, and it looks amazing now as well. You've really upped the visuals and the effects in the game as well, right?
Yes, we redefined the visuals entirely, and it looks much crisper now, much more readable.
Great. Right, let's get into a game. So I am, in relative terms, I played a bit of Gwent when I was playing The Witcher, but honestly, I'm a bit of a noob, okay? So I need your help to talk me through this. We do have, as you've just seen, we've got some interesting opponents to go up against, right? So let's look at the decks first. Let's pick a deck and then we'll get into a match.
All right, so for our demo here, we have prepared 4 decks for each of our current factions. We have the Scoia'tael deck over here, a very mobile deck, a bit more advanced gameplay. They can jump in between rows. We have the monster deck on the right here, which is focused on weather play. They use weather to make their enemies weaker and themselves stronger, and also they overwhelm the board with sheer numbers.
Right.
Then you have the Northern Kingdoms, which is basically like, think of it like a real army. They're standing as in tight bonds next to each other and become stronger in unison, right? And also they use spies a lot. And then we have then we have the Skellige deck, a deck that made its addition in Blood and Wine, and they have a strong focus on graveyard play. They discard their piles onto the graveyard only to come back much stronger than they ever were.
I like that, fantastic. Okay, so what do you think we should go with?
I think we go with my favorite, which is the Foltest's Northern Kingdom deck.
The Northern Realms, fantastic.
Yes.
Well, I feel like I'm from the Northern Realms, being Scottish, so this is perfect. All right, so let's choose this. And we have found an opponent, it says. So now I think the big reveal, our opponent for the day is Dandelion and his beautiful friend Priscilla. Have you ever played this before, Dandelion? Have you played it before? Oh, no. Okay, do you think he's any good?
We'll see. We'll see.
I think his Gwent playing will be as amusing as his outfit.
I think Dandelion has a reputation, that's all I say.
Priscilla keeps looking at me funny as well. I mean, I don't know what's going on there.
It must be your stunning good looks.
It's definitely not that, Miles. Right, okay, so tell me what we're doing here.
All right, so at the beginning of each game of Gwent, we get to redraw up to 3 different cards. In the base game, or the mini game, it used to be 2, we upped it to 3.
Right.
Now, for example, we have 3 of these in the same card. We could basically redraw 1 of these.
Okay, we've just...
And ultimately,
here we are.
you
Okay,
know, let's just redraw 1 of these, because why not? Let's see what it does, right? So we get a new card, and now we get fan
Roach is
favorite
on the
Roach.
horse.
Yes,
On the
but
house.
as a strategy, I would actually probably redraw him as well, because he has a chance to be randomly played every turn we do. So he might actually pop up just on the field.
Great, so let's redraw.
All right, and let's just call it a day. Maybe something cool we can do if we scroll over to the right a bit.
Yeah.
See, you see this card over here? That's actually the person
There she
sitting
is.
right across from
Priscilla's
us.
over there.
So
Fantastic.
we know on which team she really is.
Quite right.
I think we're fine. You can press B to accept, and we
Okay.
can go straight into the game.
Right, so I am a bit of a noob at this. You're going to talk me through, but you've made a lot of concessions for expert Gwent players here, right? You know, you're really focused on that community, yeah?
So the base game is pretty much the same. The rules are the same, right? You have your two halves of the board. At the top you have your enemy, at the bottom it's you. And each of you take turns playing cards, right? You play one card per turn. And the interesting thing here is that you never actually get to redraw cards except if you have a special effect, right? The cards you're dealt with right now, that's all you have for the entire game.
Right.
Mind you, the game is best of 3, so you will want to have enough cards to last you through all the rounds.
Sure.
So be wisely with your resource here.
Because an important part of Gwent is knowing when to quit, right?
Exactly, that's a
You
big
may
thing.
lose the battle, but you could win the war.
Yes, it focuses strongly on fair weather card. That doesn't really do anything now, but we've basically...
Well, it did put in some lovely rays of sunlight there. So
Yes, yes, again, one of the visual upgrades that we did.
Indeed,
Lot more sparkly and clear what's happening, right?
Okay.
So it's our opponent's turn now. And we're waiting for him
He's
to do it.
considering, he's thinking very hard. So, come on, Dandelion, we're on a schedule here.
Basically, what we can do here is now, you see he's wasting his cards, right? And he already has an advantage, he wouldn't need to. However, also, as the Northern Kingdoms, we have an effect, which basically means if we lose a round, we get to draw a new card. So
I like
actually
that.
losing the first round now might be something that's wise for us to do. So maybe pass now.
All right, let's pass.
Which basically means we stop playing any cards, and he now has the opportunity to play more.
Okay.
He's confused, see?
Oh, we lost.
We lost the first round, but the
Oh,
war
no,
is
we
far
lost.
from over. See, we got a new card now.
Okay.
Now, we're in a bit of a different position now. Basically, if we want to win this, we need to win both game
Indeed.
turns in a row
So
now,
we have
right?
to go hard at him now, right?
Yes, exactly. So, start by playing this guy, for example. Or maybe no. I have a better strategy.
Okay.
Play this guy.
Which one?
This guy over here.
Yep.
Yeah. He into the siege row, right? Oh, you have to press A when you say right. Oh, sorry. It's still his turn, but he
Still his
seems to be very distracted by our ladies walking around here. Dandelion, it's your turn, Dandelion.
It's your turn.
You get to play. Too much mead.
Right. Into
All right,
siege.
now it's our turn. Yes.
Okay.
He actually is. He doesn't look like a very strong card, but he will make every card in that row stronger.
Okay, great. Love that.
We can have some nice synergies here, which might be interesting to some of the more hardcore fans, you know.
I see, okay.
So this guy, for
I want to
example.
start deploying the cavalry.
Yes. So now he's like a regular card and he's buffed. But after the next turn, he will actually turn into a hero unit, which makes him immune to any effects that we have.
Right.
The cool thing is, though, he will retain the buff status.
Right.
So because we buffed him first before he turned into a hero, he retains the 8 power. If we had played him before playing the buff card and he already had turned into a hero, he wouldn't have been affected by the buff.
Wow, okay, good. So it's a lot of thinking here.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we going to go next?
Complex, but you can also play, you know,
But
without
that's
lots
the
of
genius of this,
Yeah.
right? It's like you can get in very easily, especially now with the standalone version. Oh man, you could play this forever.
Exactly. The basics are very simple, right? But you
Yeah.
can really sink your teeth into it and get, you know, pretty hardcore about it.
Like all great games. Right, I think we need to start moving up the
All right,
into
we can,
infantry. and
deploy some biological warfare, I guess. We
Wow.
have one new card, which is the plague
Epidemic.
card over here.
Yeah.
It's basically the opposite of a Scorch card. Scorch burns the strongest enemy on the field.
Right.
Plague removes the weakest ones.
Great.
So if you
So
were
let's
to play
play that.
this,
Ooh.
we're weakening his army.
I love the effects on the cards. That's fantastic. Okay. Now he's not feeling so good.
Here's hoping.
What have you got planned for PvP in terms of, ranked matches, casual matches? Are you thinking about tournaments and challenges and that kind of things?
Well, that really depends on how the game takes off, right? How the fans receive it and what they make of it. Surely we want to, to do as much with Gwent as we can.
Yeah.
But again, we need the fan feedback, much like when we decided to make this.
Indeed. Okay, cool. Right.
So,
We've got an interesting selection of cards here, I'd say,
yeah,
right?
you can, for example, play Zoltan right now.
Yeah. Let's
Why
do that.
not? So he's a hero card. And oh,
And
it
we got
has
Roach.
randomly summoned Roach.
Excellent.
So, and also we get to choose here whether we want to get a card that makes our cards stronger or get a card that makes our enemies' cards weaker. Which one do you prefer?
I think we should weaken Dandelion even
so we
further
go-
than he is.
we go for the
So
red
want to be
one
an
then.
agitator.
And played into the row with more cards.
Okay.
Yes, there we go. And that weakens his row. And we're actually ahead now.
You didn't like that bird so much, did you?
But it's cool how
Excellent.
Roach basically popped up randomly. You know, it's sort of a little homage to how he
Right.
sometimes behaves in the game.
So it's still our turn as well. Can we play
Yeah.
another card?
Now he passed, so we
Right.
shouldn't really, right?
Okay.
So we'll pass as well
Let's try to sucker us in.
and take this win, and
we
now
win this one?
succeed into the last and final round.
Okay.
So it's our turn. I guess we can start really strong if we wanted to. We could play the legendary card over there.
Let's do that. I'll
We
put
now-
the willies up him.
Exactly, we might as well. And it has
And
summoned
another
Roach
Roach.
again. Now the cool
Good old
one
Roach.
about this buff card, it buffs all the units on our field, not just the ones in a specific row.
Aye,
That's
good
why
old
we have a
Roach.
mighty Roach now.
That's excellent. He's really thinking about this, isn't he?
Well, he wants to win, obviously, but we can demoralize him a bit, I guess, by playing a specific card, right?
Yeah. Let's bring out Priscilla.
Yes.
There she
This
is.
is psychological at this point.
Thank you, Priscilla.
Thank you. All right.
Where is he going?
So he's. Do you think he'll take this? Right now it looks pretty even. Oh boy.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh,
Right.
he knows as well. Look at his
He's
face.
trying to give us hell here. So
Okay. In terms of single player progression, are you adding a kind of campaign mode? What are you going for single players?
I'm planning on having a single player campaign or multiple single player campaigns that players can engage in, and they're very story driven in their approach. So
Right,
it's something really unique on the market. I think people will love it, especially people who might not want to play like the competitive aspect of Gwent, but rather want to have more of our storytelling and like they love from us from Witcher 3 basically and the other Witcher games, right?
Right. Can we? I'd like to play Shani.
Yes, let's play
And then
Shani.
we can get our cavalry out of the graveyard, right? Will that work?
Exactly, let's
Okay,
do
let's
that.
do that.
So Shani allows us to resurrect a card from the graveyard, and you remember this guy as,
yes,
you know,
indeed, yeah. Right. So then we'll get him in there, and then we can get our heavy cavalry in there. next
exactly.
as well.
And look, he turned into a high value card actually.
Excellent. I think this is all
Hero
coming up
card, which is
roses.
what Shani does. She doesn't only resurrect, but also promotes units. Wow, Dandelion, you didn't just.
Burns.
He fried Priscilla. It's incredible.
Right. So
All
we're gonna
right,
play our heavy
well,
cavalry now,
let's
right?
not get phased by that. Yeah, let's play the heavy cavalry now.
Okay, so we've got a good multiplier going on here. Look at
Oh,
that.
there he
Doubled
goes,
up.
on to
Excellent.
20.
So we're well in the. Oh, no.
God,
Where's
Jesus,
all this
what the
fire
fuck's
coming
going
from?
on there? All right.
Fire in the booth. Literal fire in the booth.
Using this card, we can resurrect another.
Oh, excellent. So we'll get our cavalry back.
Yeah, but this one doesn't promote anyone. So we can now, let's now go with, shall we bring her back? I don't know if it brings us victory.
No,
Shall
let's
we-
go with the cavalry.
Or do we want to
I
be
mean, as
sure?
much as I'd love to bring Priscilla back, I think cavalry is.
I think it's a good call.
Nice.
See, we had like the 20 value. And he can't possibly have another Scorch card, right?
No way.
We'll have to honor
Get
Priscilla's
it right.
sacrifice here.
That's it.
And yeah, so we can, just to add insult to injury, right, let's use our leader card's ability,
Okay.
which allows us to play a duplicate of a loyal card. So if you play that, once it's our turn, Jesus Christ, what?
Take away again.
Play, all right, play the
look
leader
what he
card.
played.
Oh
Yeah, right.
man, he's burning us out. He's putting up a fight. So if you play the leader card,
Yeah.
we can do this thing. We bring back the cavalry guy.
Again.
We play him. We're not letting him die.
Every time you take him away, he's coming
We
right
bring
back.
him back.
Oh, we've got this, right? We're well in the lead
All
here,
right,
haven't
and
we?
now we play our horn card.
He can't have anything else up his sleeve, surely.
He can play this one again. Oh, now he cannot remove our cavalry card because we got promoted into a hero card again. Excellent. So we're safe with this one.
Good deal.
Now let's make Roach super strong.
Why not?
Motivate him with the blow of a horn. That's
Did we just give Roach the horn?
Apparently.
Fantastic. Sorry about that.
All right, Dandelion, how are you feeling about this?
Can you hear the music playing, Dandelion? It's done.
Let's enjoy the weather.
Oh, hello.
All right. Is this a grand? Oh! What? Oh, there you go.
It was worth it.
Oh, fuck.
Don't you all start clapping him? What's going on?
Well,
unbelievable.
The higher they go, right?
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, but you see how Gwent, once you think you're in a safe spot, Dandelion can come back and completely ruin your day.
Miles, I feel like you let me down. Miles, thank you for your guidance anyway. I really do appreciate that. That was fantastic. So it's coming to Xbox One and PC as well very soon, right? Have you got your betas?
Yeah, closed beta is coming on October 25th.
Okay.
Here at this booth, you can actually go over and sign up for it. Right over there.
I'll get on that for some training. If you're watching at home, how can you get involved in the beta?
You can go to playgwent.com and sign up there.
All right, fantastic. Oh, Priscilla and Dandelion are away. I'll see you later. Miles, thank you so much. I mean, it wasn't the result I was hoping for.
Well, but it was a good game nonetheless.
It was very good.
Right?
It was lovely to see Dandelion and Priscilla. All the best with it, mate. I really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We've got a lot more coming live from Gamescom this week. That was Gwent, the Witcher card game. I definitely need to get a bit more practice. I think I might sit next to Priscilla next time. That seemed to work out well for Dandelion. See you soon. Bye-bye.